Whiny Bozo.
Yo, it's the future, you know.
Yo, it's some dash.
Hey, man, this is Heat Hustler, man.
Yo, what up? It's TZ 9 times 10, the Problem Child. Tune in to GFG TV. Be normal.
You're now tuned in to GFG TV.
As you tuned in to GFG TV, you know what it is, man.
And you tuned in to GFG, you know what I'm saying, TV. Tap in.
You're now tuned in with GFG TV.
West YouTube, it's your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.
Yo, this is Bobby Vuelo coming out of One Unit, Controlled Substance and Attitude Era, and you watch GFG TV. So lyrically again, you know, being in and out of the hospital really took a toll on me mentally. I didn't know if I really wanted to keep writing and shit too much, but that shit kept me afloat working on Attitude Era and with a person that can relate to me and shit. Like, both of our pops passed in 69. Like, we both got the same pretty much story. So me working on Attitude Era was really special because I got to speak from experiences and shit that I'm feeling like right now. Like, it was shit I was working on every day at the spot, on the spot type shit. Like, it wasn't no shit that I would premeditate or pre-write and then come to the studio with and record. I was already there. My mans was making the beat, sequencing the samples or whatever. He would loop it, and then once he finds a loop, I would start writing the 16 to it. And then we would lay it down immediately. And it ended up being something that we put together in like 2 weeks. And it only took 2 weeks because we were only working 2 days out of the week for real. Or, you know, like, so we gotta, it got done like in like a month and a half, but like if you tallied up the days we worked on it, it took about like 2 weeks, a week, you know, like we didn't spend too long on it. And it turned out really dope, and I can't wait for y'all to hear that shit. Attitude Era.
Attitude Era. And do you have an expected release date for it?
Nope. Nope.
Alright, so be on the lookout for Attitude Era.
Yes.
Alright. How could folks reach you to collaborate?
Just hit me on social media. I'm pretty much Bobby Vuelo on everything. Instagram, Facebook. I don't got a Twitter yet. I'm gonna make all that. Like I said, I try to stay off social media, man. I talk too much on social media. You get around me, I don't really want to talk that much unless like we really got a rapport and shit, and then we build on shit. Like, I'll talk about ancient aliens with a motherfucker if we get there, but if we go there or whatever. But oh shit, watching football and shit. But yeah, man. Damn, man. I don't do the social media that much, but I'm not hard to get a hold of, if that makes sense. Like, just find me on social media and just hit me, ask me if I want to work on anything, man, and just send it. Like, I don't really turn anybody down or nothing like that, you know?
Yeah. Name 2 things that you love and hate about Des Moines.
Damn, son. What do I love about this motherfucker? I love that it's home. I love that it's home, man. I love that it's fucking home. I feel at home here. I can blend in here. I know where everything is at. My people are close by. And you know, the underground scene, you know, it stays underground. When you find the shit, it's a gem when you find it and you appreciate it because it comes out of here, you know? But if there was anything I really hated in particular, it's probably everybody being in each other's business. I'm not really into that. But, you know, other than that, it's nothing that really, you know, bothers me when I think about the scene. Everybody says it's boring here and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I can find ways to have fun anywhere, yo. Like, that's just how I look at it. Like, I don't know what type of fun you niggas is looking for.
Not enough heroin.
Fuck out of here.
Down, bro.
It's fucking meth capital of the world, and y'all can't find shit to do. No.
So if somebody had never heard of Bobby Vuelo, what's the first song they should hear to introduce them?
I'd say a collaboration I did with Smoov called Factuals would be a good introduction. There's actually a video to that. You will find it on YouTube. It's Factuals, that's what it's called. It was on the Cashmatic EP that Smoov had did with my boy EXO. And that was one of them joints where I heard the beat and I had the verse right away. So I'm like, it was fun to make, and I put it together very well. And I think people would enjoy it when they listen to it, and would be like, "Oh, shit's pretty fresh" when they hear it.
Nice. All right, through us sitting here in our conversation, we've talked about one unit, but could you go back into that a little bit more and describe what one unit is and who the members are?
All right, word. So, one unit was some shit that got started my sophomore year. Well, it got started before my high school year, by my homie Kid, and Kid is the foundation pretty much of everything that we built, with one unit. It was one unit ENT, like one unit entertainment, but yeah, it turned into one unit recordings, and it's OUR now. It's not OUE anymore, but yeah, it was some shit that was started in high school, pretty much. It was just a vision. Everybody just getting together and just rhyming. I joined my sophomore year. It was just me, the homie Kid, Fonto Fetty, Breezy, Equinox, Tempest Music, Tez on the beat, Shy Bless Gordo. Scoob. Yeah, that's God Block Chino. D Wells. Lotto bands at the time. Man, one unit was some high school shit, bro. Like, we was all just doing our shit, man. But, we're still working, but, life happens, like, some of us got kids now, so we're just pretty much working when we can together and keeping it tightly knit like that. Like, we got unreleased shit, we got released shit, and that's the crew, This is the crew.
Talk about writing, recording, and shooting the song Reckless.
Alright, bet. I was at Diz's crib just chilling. He put the fucking beat on. I wrote it. I went home. He called me another day. We went to DJ X's house and we recorded the shit. That's the story. And shout out to them for real, cause that was around my turning point with this shit anyway, like this music shit. Like, if you notice in the video, and I'm glad I could talk about this too. This is perfect. This is fucking perfect. So in the video, right, you'll see that I put this scarf over my face on some classic Wu-Tang shit, just like the 36 album, 36 Chambers album, like I had said, right? But Pete, what I was also doing was embodying the messenger, but it was also like on some facial reconstruction shit. Like I came back just like back better than I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I had freeform before, freeform dreads or whatever, but due to the shit I was going through, like my hair was falling out. Like it was falling out. It got bad. Like, and if you know about tradition and all that, like dreadlocks really like it reflects like the spirit for real. So like where I was at, like my shit was really falling out of my hair. I had to get shit cut. And then I ended up cutting my shit again, but I grew it back again. And so it was kind of me saying, I'm back, sorta. So, doing that fucking video, man, it was fun because I don't really do music videos. And it was the first time I really got to work with Troy Brooks. Shout out to Troy. It was the first time I really got to work with Fleet of Genius. And shout out to Fleet of Genius. And it was a real first time I got to work with Disobey. So just shout out to Disobey. Like, so it also introduced me to Chaotic. Shout out to Chaotic. He's from Texas. It was some people that Diz connected with, and they build a bond and they build a relationship and then they build a rapport, and it was something they was already doing. They just involved me and it worked out because they could have really, I don't want to get corny or whatever, but they could have like turned their back on me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on some like, I'm not fucking with this nigga. Like he's on some weird shit. Like he's saying weird shit. People saying he doing weird shit. Whatever. But they could have been on some shit for real. Like they could have fell back or whatever. So it was a time for me to really just prove I was a fucking like human being or whatever. Like I just want to rhyme, and that's really it. I don't get into nothing else. There's a lot of shit I try to get into, but this works and it feels right, and I don't feel like I'm ever stop doing this shit. So that was me like saying like I'm here, and like scenes with my scarf off my face, like I was the same person. Like now, like I feel like the same person you knew like before my fucking hair was falling out of my damn head because I'm stressed out, you know, like I'm back. I'm back. Like that, like that's where I was coming from with that shit. So shout out to them, I enjoyed it.
Nice. What was it like working with Smoov G?
It's my cousin. We work as much as we can. It's always nice working with something like he's easy to work with, you know, and it gets done like because if I can't do it, he gonna do it for me. Like it's just like that. Like I'm not too proud to say that shit. Like shout out to Smoov for real, cause like he look out. Like he work out. I don't gotta talk about it. He know what I'm talking about, but he look out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like shout out to Smoov. Like we just work. Like that's it.
Well, favorite local producers.
XO152, Aeon Gray, Sonny Sonis, Tez on the beat. That's gang them. Shout out to Tez, one unit shit. Damn, I'm gonna have to say Conspiracy right now. Conspiracy's cooking. That's my top 5 producers though.
Marijuana or alcohol?
Marijuana.
What are your thoughts on the legalizing of marijuana?
Do it.
Hurry!
Do it. do it. Like, just do the shit. Like, why not? Like, it helps me and it helps other people, you know? Like, I don't think anybody's doing nothing wrong. And it sounds weird to say because, like, it's considered... And, like, I'm not trying to tell nobody to fucking do it. Like, that. This is what I'm like, this... Like, what it's coming down to is I'm not trying to tell nobody to do the shit. But if you do it, I don't think you're doing nothing wrong. And I couldn't be the hypocrite to say anybody's doing nothing wrong anyway because I partake. I'm not ashamed to say it, you know. But yeah, do it, legalize the shit. It works, bro.
What are your thoughts on the BLM movement?
It's alright, you know. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a real statement, you know. Like it's just a genuine statement, and I can't get mad at that. Like I'm not walking around with Black Lives Matter shirts, but I know that to be a fact, you know. Like it do because I understand where it comes from. Because you know it's just too much going on to you know our people, and it's sad, you know. It's really sad that it continues to happen. Shit happens to everybody though, and yeah, man, like you just gotta maintain the respect level of where everybody's coming from at the end of the day. So I'm not mad at that movement at all.
How do you feel about the R. Kelly case?
Gross. Gross.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's gross.
Gross. Alright, favorite local food spots?
Mariana's on fucking 13th and University. I like Mexican food a lot, so yeah, it's pretty good. You know, we're just talking about local spots. So yeah, shout out to Mariana.
What about food truck?
It's on 19th and University. It's a taco spot. I really like tacos a lot, like street tacos and shit. So I go there. It's on 19th, over by where the Wings on Wheels is. So yeah, I'll go there every blue moon and shit, and cops and shit. But it's on 19th and University though. Fuck.
What's a typical weekend for Bobby Vuelo like?
I'm just relaxing, just chilling, being in myself most of the time. Yeah, just being in myself most of the time. I might record some shit every once in a while. Lately, I've been building with Conspiracy a lot, you know, just trying to get to the bottom of shit, you know, on the music tip. And, you know, that's really it.
Where do you record at?
Balance Scale Studios. This is a shameless plug, but Conspiracy is putting this studio together right now. So I just been recording at his spot. That's what he called it, Balance Scale Studios. And yeah, that's pretty much where I've been recording most of my shit at lately. Other than that, everything's in-house, you know. Everything's in-house. I record everything with like one unit and shit. So, you know, for the most part, you know, and then I might go to a friend's house and record some shit if they got equipment. I might go to DJ X's house every once in a while and record. Like, it works like that. Any way I can go and record, I make that way to do that. It just works out like that, I guess, you know.
How much unreleased material do you think you have?
A lot. No, a
Give
lot.
us a random number of how many songs you think you're sitting on.
Shit. At least 100. I think it's a pretty high number. Nah,
Working.
I'll say 50, 60.
Yeah.
So like close to 100 maybe, just unreleased shit right now. Like, yeah, I just record a lot of shit when I can, you know. But the shit'll be out, so I don't really think about it that way. Like, shit'll be out eventually, so that's why I don't really tally the shit up. I've been working a lot for the past 3 years, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What makes you different than other rappers from Des Moines?
I have knowledge of self. Yeah, I got knowledge of self, son. I don't try to intimidate nobody or assert myself in any situation lyrically or, you know, mentally. I don't bother in stupid shit. And I can stay to myself and still work with a lot of people and build relationships in this shit, because it gets tedious doing this shit here, bro. And I understand that just as much as anybody else does. But I just know, I know what I want to accomplish, and it's to make sure we all get where we're supposed to be and where we want to be, and maintain that, because it's difficult sometimes, you know, like motherfuckers ain't really paying attention and shit, like, you know. But, you know, thankfully we got heads like, you know, Maxilla Blue, who travel. We got heads like Trip, who's been on fucking magazines and shit. And, you know, we got people like Bangladesh and shit like that. We got bands like Slipknot. Like, I listen to Slipknot. The fuck? Like, but it's important for everybody to know that we have to do this shit together if we want to do it, because everybody that's doing it is doing this shit together. And you don't have to be up everybody's ass to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just make attempts and make it work if you can. Keep your ego out of it. And that's what separates me from all this. So yeah.
Any shout outs?
Shout out One Unit. Shout out my family. Yeah. Just shout out to everybody. Fuck it.
Appreciate you, Vuelo.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.